Yo, welcome back guys. My name is BigPummGaming and we are here today for an episode of Overwatch. We're going to be playing as Hanzo. We're going to be doing some Hanzo gameplay. As you can see, we're playing on Hollywood. So guys, I am very excited. Overwatch is pretty new to me. I just picked it up the other day and already guys, it's becoming one of my favorite games. It's very good. And Hanzo is definitely my favorite hero as of now. I like his defensive role. He plays a very important part, especially for dealing with those annoying Bastions that like to just sit somewhere and just like completely disrupt your entire movement forward. So, but being Hanzo, I am allowed to just snipe him out. So that is like what I like to do. Also, his ultimate is also very good for zoning, so you can clear out the entire area that you're trying to attack. So as you can see, we're gonna go ahead and start the game. We are defending this time. So the first thing I always want to do playing as Hanzo when defending is I want to go ahead and get up near where the people are gonna come out of the building, where they spawn basically, and I want to find a high point near them and just start to snipe them from the very beginning of the game. So you're going to see me go ahead and find a high point that will let me look down on them and then hit my ricochet arrows up into them. Because that is like, I really enjoy using the ricochet arrows. I think that's the smartest way to use them, is to, when you're on 1v1ing somebody, because I do believe the ricochet arrows can do up to 450 damage in one arrow if you hit all of the fragments into them. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and hop right up into this high point here. And I'm just going to sit here and wait for those people to spawn. So we have about 10 seconds left, not a big deal. I am going to go ahead and get my ricochet arrows ready because I know they're going to come running out that way. And as you can see, we are just going to wait here for them, and it's what happened.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Okay, so here they come. They're coming running out. I hit my ricochet arrow right into there and go ahead and snag a kill. I do get hit by an orb, which is not good. So my aiming is a little bad here. I can't hit this Genji for whatever reason. He moves a little quick for me to hit. I kind of needed him to run into my arrow just by accident. I tried to hit a ricochet into him real quick. Didn't work. So that was my strategy. I went ahead and shot one of those recon arrows just to see where everybody was. And then I could see that people were getting close to me, and I wanted to jump down and try to maybe snag a kill again. But I got killed pretty quickly. But we are going to go ahead and respawn and come back into the fight. I'm going to cut this scene that took me to get back to the fight, and like you see me go ahead, I always like to have the high ground as Hanzo. I like to have the high ground, and I also love to have Reinhardt on my team, as we do pick up another kill using the ricochet arrows. As that's something you'll see me do very often, is hit the ricochet arrows just below their feet. That's the best thing to do with Hanzo. And you'll see me go ahead, and you see me keep shooting arrows in that door. I know that people are trying to get through that way because my teammates are covering the main archway. So I know by shooting arrows through that door, I kind of block that off. And I also like to hide behind the Reinhardts because I can go ahead and get some shots off. And I see that there are people coming through here, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep shooting arrows at them. I did get a little lucky there that the lasers were there. I kind of knew that lasers were there. And I got lucky that the McCree could not kill me at that point. And you're going to see me go ahead and shoot another recon arrow. I shoot recon arrows all the time. And we do hit another rekill. We get another kill with the ricochet arrows. You see me do that all the time. Now, I see this Reaper coming, and I know I struggle with Reapers, so I'm going to go ahead and be careful. As you can see, I get far enough away. The lasers, I know that they're there, and they're able to hold the Reaper off of me until I can get the kill. And we go ahead and pick up another kill, getting a snipe there. And now we're sitting here waiting for the people to come back, make their attack. And I know people like to come in through that doorway there, so I'm going to go ahead and keep an eye on that. And I also see another guy trying to snipe me from up there, so I'm going to keep my eyes out there too. So I have about two main spots I need to keep an eye out for as we do go ahead and pick up another kill. Pretty lucky, I just kind of blindly shot that arrow in, and he happened to be there. Being a Hanzo, you have to be aware of the main pathways and just kind of keep shooting arrows in that general direction, and it usually helps pick some people off. Now you're going to go ahead and see me use my ultimate there. That is not attempting to pick up a kill per se. I'm mostly just zoning. I'm trying to keep people out of that area from coming up that way, forcing them to go through the hallway where I already had a teammate ready to pick people off. Now I see this McCree coming up. You hear the high noon. It is time, guys. But thankfully, we do not get headshotted by the McCree. I'm not quite sure where he went. He must have got killed by somebody, so I didn't see him again. We're going to go ahead, and we see this guy coming through. He gets through me, this Tracer. Tracers are impossible for me to deal with. I have a very hard time with Tracers. Usually the only time I do get a kill on them is when they accidentally run into my arrow. I'm going to go ahead and shoot another recon arrow off. This guy's coming in. I had to back out. He was going to destroy me, and my teammate goes ahead and picks up the kill. I get another hit on a Tracer, like I said, luckily hitting him. My teammate, I like to hang back as a Hanzo. You definitely want to hang with your team. No reason to go out by yourself. With your teammates around you, you can go ahead and usually just get one arrow off or your ricochet arrows off, and then your teammates can help pick up the kill. And that usually helps save you. As you can see, I'm out of health. I want to go ahead and pick up some health, you know, stay alive. And then we're going to go ahead and just do some more zoning, kind of zone control with the arrows. We're going to stop people from coming up down the main archways here. We hit another ricochet arrow. We do snag a kill. Again, that was pretty blind. I fire a lot of blind arrows because, I mean, if you already have the shot available, you might as well take it, the power-ups and whatnot. And then we're going to go ahead and see. We see this person pretty far distance. Now, this is my trick to getting those long kills. I do pick my point, and then I just move side to side. I try to get my height established right away. And that way I can just move side to side, and that way hopefully evading their aim while still maintaining mine. And then that was a pretty cool kill there that you just saw. That Roadhog there scooped me up, but he was not able to kill me. Thankfully, I was able to get a quick arrow off into his gut and pick up the kill there. Now, you can see we're in the dying moments of this game. They have about 30 seconds left before, and they haven't really gotten into the zone at all. We've held pretty good control. Now I have 30 seconds left. I do have my ultimate. Now, I am very confident that with my ultimate, there's no way we're going to lose. We do go ahead and snag a hit there. Usually when I get a hit like that, I like to use my ricochet arrows and try to pick somebody off. We do pick off a Roadhog again. And there you see me, I fire off my ultimate just to keep him out of the area from pushing it too aggressively, just to stall him off a little bit longer. And we have about 10 seconds, and we're going to be able to clutch out this game, guys. They didn't really get too much momentum going in. Thankfully, I think I did pretty well. As a Hanzo, you definitely want to hang behind your defense and just pick people off. You are a defensive player, and your job is to just kind of pick off the players as they try to come through. You don't really want to go too offensive because you will get caught by yourself, and your arrows really can't keep up with a lot of the other offensive characters in this game. That's why I struggle really hard with Tracers and Reapers as well. McCrees are okay. I usually am able to hit the ricochet arrows into a McCree though. We do not pick up the play of the game here. This guy does with the sentry gun, with the sentry turrets and whatnot. Good plays. Now we are on the board for here for the MVPs or whatever, and we thankfully so I voted for myself as always, but we do snag the win, which is pretty cool. I always love when I win this. Feels good. Feels good, man. We pick up the win. We did get an 18 kill streak that game, which is absolutely insane. We went 19-1. Absolutely unreal. We had a rough start there. We died right after we got our first kill. We died, but we came back and went on an 18 kill streak. We got 2 objective kills and 3,000 damage done. 3 gold medals, not even bad. The weapon accuracy is really bad, but that's just because I fire a lot of arrows really at nothing, just attempting zoning control. So sometimes you do pick up that random kill, which does help out a lot. Now we're going to go ahead and hop it right into another game. Now we are on the attack. And even on attack or defense, I still like to run Hanzo because you are useful either way. Because when the other team's defending, I see that a lot of people like to choose Bastion. And when they pick Bastion, Hanzo is perfect for countering Bastion, guys. So as you're going to see, I'm going to go ahead and pick Hanzo, and I'm going to go ahead and skip right to the gameplay. Okay, so here we are. We're waiting, and we are attacking this time. Ow, that was loud. We are attacking this time, and here we go. Now I do take note of how fast you can fire arrows. You don't have reload time, so you can just keep firing arrows really quick, which is really good if you do get caught by yourself and you can go 1v1 versus people. That is your best bet. Don't charge because it takes 1 second to get full damage, but if you can just fire off a bunch of little arrows, that will help you. That will help you. I always do find that if I do get one-on-one, I usually most times use the ricochet arrow into the ground at their feet, and I usually do pick up a kill. And you are going to see that we are going to go ahead and go on the rush. I know that they have another Hanzo.
Thank you.
So I am looking at the high point. Now you're going to see me use my trick again here. I already picked my height to get a headshot. I know where height he stands at, and I'm just going to keep firing arrows until he pokes his head out. I'm going to move side to side, hopefully disrupting his aim. And as you can see, we do pick up the crit shot. We hit a nice headshot right there. And now I know that people are coming through here. You're going to see me use my ricochet arrows. I know that there's a couple big characters on the other side of this wall. And you're going to see me go ahead and do this. I hit the ricochet arrow into their feet. Try and do some massive damage because that does a lot of damage, that ricochet arrow. And you can see me doing this. I know I got a guy healing me, which is really great. The healer is coming in absolutely clutch because I'm taking a lot of damage from doing the play that I'm doing. But this, you'll see me do this all the time. I'll go in and out of walls and then try to do that. And I get hit from the side out of nowhere. I get off a quick arrow, thankfully. And my teammate was there to help me get the kill there. That was also very lucky. That's why I like to hang around my teammates a lot, because usually I can get off one good arrow and that can do a lot of damage, and then my teammates can usually finish them off. Now you are going to see me go ahead. I use the recon arrow because I know I'm going to have to push forward and I want to see where everybody is. I'm going to go pick up the high point like I usually like to hang out nice and high. And then here we go. Nobody's in the area, so I'm going to go ahead and hop down and try to get the objective. Okay, fire ricochet arrow just for scouting purposes. recon arrow, all that good stuff. We do get the ultimate, which is very nice. Very nice. And then this guy walks in, rocks right into my ricochet arrow, and is gone, boys. Gone. Now we are going to go ahead and go on the offensive soon. Got to escort the payload. So we're sitting here pretty, we are on fire. We have our ultimate. We're cruising right now. We're cruising. I see this guy. He's trying to snipe me out. I see him. I see him up there. He's not fooling anybody. So I see that he's not coming out that corner. He knows I have him beat. So he runs off to the side and I forget about him. And I see the Bastion off on the side. And I know I got to take this thing out because he is going to put in the work and we do get him. Thankfully. Perfect. So Hanzo's main job is definitely to take out those Bastions that are going to try to stop your teammate from escorting the payload there. You go ahead and hit a ricochet arrow into the Reaper. He goes down. We're on a 5-player kill streak. Very nice. With a recon arrow, we don't see anybody too important. We see the mech just got destroyed up there. Now this is where you see me make a good play here. I think this is a pretty good play. I go ahead and use my ultimate into this area to clear the car, so that way we can get through this part because there's a lot of buildings around, and I know that this is like the hardest part to get through. And we go ahead and we pick up 3 kills with our ultimate there as another Hanzo ultimate comes through. But we do pick up all the kills. We get a team kill, and thankfully we can push the payload up to the next checkpoint, which is absolutely huge, guys. Absolutely huge. Check the score there real quick. I usually tend to do that. I really shouldn't, but I still like to see the score every once in a while. So now we're in this moment here. We're waiting for the car to get to the door. And oh my gosh, these things are super annoying. This thing does snag the kill on me, ruining my 8-player kill streak. Those things are super annoying. Those always get me. I still haven't figured out quite what to do. I tried to get behind the box, but I was slightly stuck. But then we're going to go ahead and respawn and hop right back into the battle here. Okay, so we see this guy here. We see him. We really don't have a problem with him. Big guys kind of I don't really struggle with the big guys too much, as the ricochet arrow does do massive damage, and we do pick up another kill right there with 1 arrow. So he was probably damaged beforehand. We pick up a nice kill there. Now I can see that she's running down, or the Bastion or whatever, he wants to run down trying to get me. I'm gonna go ahead and just fire my arrows. As you can see, I'm still using my little trick. I pick my height to get the critical hit or the body hit or whatever, just to get the hit. I don't move from that. I just move side to side because I know they're not, like, I know they're gonna stay in that line. We got healed a little bit, very clutch. A good healer is very important. Now you can see here, I don't have my ricochet arrow, so this scares me here because 1v1, I'm a little too close to take him 1v1. I can't quite get him, but I get my ricochet arrow, thankfully, and I go ahead and fire it at his feet and pick up another kill there. That was very nice. Now I see this player, I'm gonna go ahead and fire a recon arrow, just so my teammates can see where he is as well. There we go. Now my teammates can see where that man is, and he's no surprise anymore. Now, there was a turret there, and it was about to pick up the kill on me, but thankfully I get an arrow off at the turret. And I go ahead and throw my ultimate out there as well, just for more zoning purposes. Now I got backed off a little bit here. I got pushed back. I definitely was a little too offensive there, but I was trying to get the payload into the objective to get the win. But definitely you should not push too aggressively with Hanzo because you will get killed pretty quickly. But I am going to go ahead. Somebody set up a teleporter, so I'm going to go ahead and hop right back in here. Lost my bearings for a little bit. Those teleporters always throw me off. We are going to go ahead and end up right here, and we are going to go ahead and snag the second win, guys, with Hanzo. Hanzo's a really great player. Definitely use the sniping as your advantage. You can use it offensively or defensively, really good times. And as you can see here, we do pick up the play of the game, which is really sick. Really sick that we pick up the play of the game here. And it is going to be that time we use the ultimate to get the payload to the next checkpoint. That was a huge play. Very important to get. That's a very difficult spot to get your payload through. So using the ultimate there was actually really nice. Really nice. We do pick up 3 kills from that. Very cool game. We don't end up on this list for whatever reason. But it was still a really great game. As you can see, Hanzo is a pretty cool character. He's pretty difficult to use if you're not very accurate with him. But he does have, the ricochet arrows are really good for the 1v1s when you get too close. And in that game, we went ahead and went 13-2. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Overwatch gameplay, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. And as always, guys, have a great day. Peace.